favorite moves to use for transitions are arm bars. So it's going to be where you, again, have your grip resting in your hand with almost like a palm face up or palm faced out towards them. So it's almost like I can push it this way. If I wanted, I could literally just push it and bring it back, push it, bring it back, push it, bring it back. And my right hand's literally pinching it at my armpit at all times. I can bring it up, out, up, over, you know, back, around, be in the same spot, that kind of thing. So once I'm here, again, just like I was saying before about the other pendulums, practice this pendulum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it, I'm almost going to make like a circle, like I'm, you know, just letting it slide through my grip with my hand. I'm going to do that. I'm going to slide it over to here, and then I'm going to grab it and catch it, and then the only thing that changes is my anchoring hand. So I'm sliding it over, re-grabbing, and pulling it back to where it's in my armpit, or by my armpit, my anchoring hand. So slide, anchor, it's here again. Slide, anchor, it's here again. What this is going to allow is for awesome symmetry and perfect lines, right? You can go like this, but your line's probably going to be a lot more perfect, or, you know, doing this is going to look a lot more clean, like it's, you know, really just passing it off from one side to the other a lot more than if you were to just go like this and then like this. It's just forcing it to stay straighter, and it's good for, you know, bringing it down like low or coming back over it to tosses, slingshots, or, you know, a million other things really too with that. So definitely those. Like that, you can bring it around and back, which is my around the world handoff. That, around, creating space, bringing it, and just instead of doing it like this, instead of just doing it like this, you can bring it around, create a gap, down, over, around, create a gap, down, over, catch it. Same way, around, catch it, around, catch it, okay? Or say you transition to something like that, right? You can then, if you want, pause, rest it on here, and think, okay, what can I do from here now? All right, then maybe straighten it, hold it up, still same anchor point, and practice that, okay? Doing different things by changing your anchor point, maybe, you know, coiling something up like that. That's changing. Now your anchor point's here. Dropping it, now it's here. You know, anchoring is just wherever you are anchoring something, you know what I mean? Wherever you're making it stay still or grabbing it by. Arm bars, great thing to transition to is grid work. You're already making straight lines. You can bring those straight lines out. Then you can go into kind of staff-like things if you want. Pinned rotations. That's like a pinned rotation. But then you can just easily bring it over your neck and see if my body is turned right and I do that. Okay, so if I do that and I'm here and then my head's here, that's not gonna work very well. Or it's gonna work, but it's not gonna stay on that plane in that illusion that it's coming back on my body. How I fix that is I do a pinned rotation, my hips are facing right, okay? I'm still kind of facing the front, but my hips turn to the side, I then go around my neck, and I'm back, and I'm in that orientation for that to be able to stay on that plane and look like it's connected together. So arm bars, practice those. Great for going from pendulums, that, you know, kind of like drop whip kind of stuff. So yeah. My next thing for transitions are passing and fiber grip, just a little bit of the whip all part around your body, around your torso, around your legs. Again, you're just gonna need to know when that, and try to keep almost like this like downward stall kind of thing. A lot of times I'll get like super hype and it's usually like sideways, but really, you know, you are gonna have most control when you just do it slow, or, you know, when you're trying to keep it in that downward position. You're gonna be able to feel that pull and momentum of where it wants to go, or where you need to put it for it to, you know, end up in the place where you're trying to direct it. So yeah, practice that kind of thing. Things like this, in between your legs, around your neck, in between your legs, back around, in between your legs, and go both ways. I tend to neglect that. Sometimes I'll go in my natural, my dominant current, I guess, and sometimes your flow can start to seem like really one directional that way. So just remember to try to put in a equal part of both directions. So, you know, if I'm spinning this way out the whole time, maybe switching it up and doing more, you know, things that are the opposite direction and such. So yeah, pendulum back. Okay, another important thing when you're practicing, my good friend Sam DeLuey told me this, challenged me to this. Instead of focusing on individual moves, focus on styles of moves, or, you know, different, whether it's like, yeah, whether it's grid work, lacing, tracing, drop whip, pendulums, anything. Instead of focusing, yeah, on the individual tricks, focus on the styles of them, and then try to think of ways that you can transition in between those styles of moves every 2 to 3 moves in your flow. So rather than limiting yourself to, okay, I gotta learn how to transition from this trick to this trick to this trick, if you do it by styles instead, you just open up a lot more possibilities for what you can do from that time. But again, you have to have been able to explore each different of those styles and at least have a handful of things down, you know, within those styles in order to be able to transition to it. Or maybe you'll just, you know, stumble across it or something if, you know, it ends up happening naturally. So just being mindful again in your practice and trying to record yourself, watch yourself back as much as you can, and find things that you do naturally that you want to, you know, learn to repeat. So yeah, I think that pretty much kind of wraps up everything that I think is really important about transit. Well, no, not everything, but a lot of things. Like I said, I could probably go on for days about transitions. I love like talking about them, exploring them. So I do plan on doing some more like where I'm just doing some of my favorite transitions or more combo tutorials that I'm gonna do soon. But I think, like I said, that giving you guys the tools to kind of explore it yourself more and be able to identify what, you know, you want to do naturally in your flow, or, you know, things that you can come up with on the spot, I just feel like that's a lot more valuable. So yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you guys find it helpful. But if you guys have any other questions, or you're like, hey, I find myself doing this a lot and I really want to know how to like transition into this one thing you did, I'm more than happy to like video chat when I can, or make you a short video just, you know, brainstorming some stuff that I think would be cool from there. That's fine too. So yeah, just let me know.